My Circle K powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
US Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for US Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first-name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do, and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
And hello and welcome, sports fans, to the following presentation of Table Rock Sports. Jonathan McCrary and Luther Carl beside me as we get ready for this September matchup between these two teams. South Medford making the trip up here to Lake Oswego. And we apologize for the late start, but due to some unforeseen circumstances, South Medford and their team bus got stuck in traffic on I-5. And they just got to the stadium here just a little while ago and were able to warm up. So we should be starting in about 10 minutes. Exciting matchup here between these two teams. South Medford looking for their first win on the season. They come in at 0-2. Lake Oswego coming in at 2-0, and they're one of the top teams this year. Some players to watch here for South Medford. Deacon Edgar, the junior quarterback. If you remember last year, led that huge comeback against North Medford in the Black and Blue Bowl to win that game. And for Lake Oswego, know a couple alumni myself. They told me to watch out for Jack Lane, the young quarterback, and Gabe Oliveira, the running back here for Lake Oswego, as they come into this game. So we're going to take a break. Got about 8.5 minutes left before the action begins. We'll be back after these messages on Table Rock Sports.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
And we are back to the action here on Table Rock Sports, getting the camera and everything set up for the best view. Got about 7 minutes left here before game time. It's been a bit of a long pregame. We left the stream on just to let everyone know that we were here. Now we're getting ready for this game. And we're hoping for a good one here between the Panthers and the Lakers. South Medford coached by head coach Bill Singler, and Lake Oswego coached by Steve Curry.
Let's try to delve into the history of this matchup. Not quite a rivalry, but not quite a unique game tonight either. Bill Singler, Steve Curry, two veteran coaches with a long resume of state playoff experience.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play. But not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
In RBTD all my life. When we moved to Talent, that's when we purchased our house.
All those memories were in that little spot for 17 years.
Everything in that house, all our firsts, everything gone. Now more than ever, with so many families being displaced, their kids will still be able to come to school, to Phoenix and Talent, because they'll be able to use RBTD.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
And we are back, folks, at Lake Oswego High School. And it has been a while since I've been able to do a football game. And I just recently moved up to Portland myself, living downtown now. Grew up in Medford my whole life, so I'm familiar with this South Medford program. Coach Bill Singler. Just really glad to be back here with these two teams playing in front of the fans. We got pregame action coming up soon. The national anthem. They already announced the starting lineups. And it's going to be an interesting game here for South Medford. As I pull up the last results here, Lake Oswego coming in off of 2 wins as they take the field. Lakers won their first game 40-7 against Mountainside. Second game, they took it 48-20 against Sherwood. And Sherwood, a pretty good team in their own right, so that just goes to show you how good this Lake Oswego team is.
Yeah, Jonathan, not short of firepower out there, that's for sure.
Most definitely. You'll see that a lot from these Portland schools, just constant flow of talent coming in. And Lake Oswego's no exception.
Yeah, had a chance to do the West Lynn game last week, and a lot of talent over there on the West Lynn side.
Doing the coin toss at center field. We're here in week 3 of this young football season. After this game, Lake Oswego hitting the road to Eugene to take on a tough Sheldon team. South Medford going to be host to Lake Ridge at Spiegelberg Stadium. Coin toss over, and we got the national anthem coming up. We'll take you down to the PA for that. And there you have it, folks. They set the clock to 12 minutes, and we're just about set for South Medford versus Lake Oswego here at Lake Oswego High School.
Yeah, Jonathan, you can tell fall's in the air. Nice little breeze. Temperature's dropping here, so feels like football weather.
Yes, indeed it does. And after a lot of hot days up here in Portland, trying to keep my apartment cool, clouds finally starting to roll in. Got the weather that I moved up here for, this nice fall football weather. South Medford gets set to take the return. They will get the ball first to start this game. And that's what they want. They're going to want to get off to a quick start and maybe score on this drive. We'll see what they got. Last sporting action I got to do was the Northwest Baseball Tournament Classic in Medford. Real smoky down there, not so much up here. And we have kickoff as Panthers back to return. Cuts it to the left, has a block, and got just past the 20-yard line, call it the 29. And we're just about set to go. Panthers take the ball first. Jonathan McCrary beside me, Luther Carl. And I am excited to see some high school football again. Running to the right, rolls out, and he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. So not much going there on the handoff.
I like the play call, but unfortunately that issue that has plagued South Medford so often.
Quarterback Deacon Edgar, the junior, number 4. Going to be a player to watch here for South Medford. And they will live and die by their quarterback here today as they play a tough team. Edgar with the keeper gains a couple, about 6 yards. So 3rd and 4 coming up.
Yes, we'll see if South Medford can try to control the line of scrimmage here. That's really the first phase of the game here. If they can control the trenches, then they have a good opportunity to get a drive going.
Yeah, and if you can come out and play physical to start out, it really sets a tone. Even if you're playing a tough Portland school like Lake Oswego, if you show you can run the ball and kind of get what you want, then it goes a long way, but he's thrown it, intercepted it on the sideline, still running. Deacon Edgar intercepted by the safety on the right side. And that was one of our players to watch. That was number 17, Dylan Lane, on the play. So Jack Lane, quarterback, Dylan Lane making plays on defense. Fantastic opening field possession here for the Lakers. They'll start at the 35-yard line of South Medford. Oliveira, about a 7-yard gain on the draw play. Make it about a 2nd and 3. Got action going on all across the state. This game, of course, starting a little later, so going to see some higher scores in some of the other games. Throws to the outside, able to cut through a couple defenders for a first down.
Moving from the backfield now down the left flat, inside the 20 and inside the red zone, good enough for a first down. 9:30 to go. Our first red zone opportunity tonight. On the line of scrimmage.
Just inside the 20 by maybe an inch. Lake Oswego. We'll see if they can score here in the red zone. Hands it off up the middle, bounces to the left outside, cuts one more time. Nearly gets the first down. We'll see where they spot it. Maybe a 2nd and 1. And after the interception by Lane, Lake Oswego just marching down the field. Of course, this Lakers team coming in at 3-0. 2-0, I should say, as this is week 3. Fakes the handoff. Rolls out right with the catch. And first down as the fullback caught that one on the rollout play to the right. First down and goal, they'll get set. Lane hands it off, and it's a touchdown. And just like that, after the interception, Gabe Oliveira, the senior, takes it in for a touchdown. They'll come out for the PAT. Kick is up and good. So Lake Oswego, after the pick, takes it 35 yards for a touchdown. Panthers' second possession coming up after this.
Gather and memories are made. Pep Rock Northwest Grill.
And we are back, folks. Quick turnaround and a touchback. So South Medford will have the ball right back. Deacon Edgar threw an interception on that last drive that led to a touchdown for Lake Oswego. We'll see if he can bounce back quickly. Coming into this game, a little bit of a disadvantage, as we mentioned earlier. South Medford stuck in traffic for quite a while near Salem. Not a lot of prep time for this South Medford team. And coming out, they call a quick timeout, stopping the clock at 8 minutes and 10 seconds. Take another quick break. We'll be right back here on Table Rock Sports.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
U.S. Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Welcome back, folks. South Medford's second drive of the game. Edgar keeps it. Rolling to his left, he'll get a good chunk of yards. About an 11-yard gain and good for a first down. So good start here for Edgar. And that first drive, they ran a couple run plays to start out the game, and I thought it was a good pace to start with, but just a lob throw after that. We have a big throw down the sideline. Edgar complete. And it is dropped actually near the 40. And that was executed nicely by South Medford, just couldn't bring it in. That was number 17, Andrew Walker, the 6'1 receiver who dropped that one. I'm sure he wants that ball back. Got a 2nd and 10 coming up here for South Medford.
Yeah, you're going to have to take advantages of those type plays if you're going to try to beat a team like Lake Oswego tonight.
Most definitely, my friend. It's just those chances might not get a lot of them. You got to take advantage of the ones you do get. Edgar fakes inside. And he's taken off. And he's a quick kid. We've already seen it several times tonight as he moves the chains again. Another 11-yard gain. Call that 12 yards and a first down.
Yeah, they're going to need to get a few of those first downs to keep that Lake Oswego offense off the field. Sometimes that's your best your best defense is your offense there.
Yeah, and just holding the ball as long as you possibly can. Because that Lake, like you said, that Lake O offense is nothing to mess with. Got to kind of keep the possession battle about the same. And the defense swallows them up in the backfield. Tried to fake the handoff. Ran some wildcat there, it looked like. That was Colton Samus, I believe, number 5, who took that snap. Just couldn't get it going. So Deacon Edgar back at quarterback. Throws that one, got the first down, got a little bit more. And completes that one. They'll move the chains. Nice offense so far for South Medford, responding to that turnover, keeping it going a little bit. Find themselves down by 7. Not a big hole.
And so positive trends keep coming up for South Medford. They get their first down of the night earlier on this series. Now they have their first passing completion of the night and their first opportunity in enemy territory. All across midfield with 6 minutes remaining in the first. 7-0 Waco. Edgar in the shotgun fakes a handoff to his back. Lakers blitzing though. He swims for the spin.
Couldn't get a lot on that play.
I think South Medford sees something they like there. They keep working the middle of the defense there. Maybe they think they have an advantage.
Yeah, and South Medford kind of getting in a habit of using these run plays, especially by their quarterback, Lake Oswego. You can see kind of sensing that. Got another one here. Gets another good chunky yard. It's going to be a really busy day for Edgar. He gained about 5 yards on that play. It'll be about 3rd and 5 coming up. And a big 3rd down to start the game here. And he'll launch it downfield. And just thrown a little bit too hard for his receiver. That'll bring up 4th and 5 with about 4:34 left to go here in the first. And what say you, partner? Would you consider this no man's land?
Yeah, that's pretty much no man's land right here. I don't know if you try to punt it and play the field position game or take your chances and try to move the chains again.
And if it were me, I would say that going for it would be the way to go here against this talented Lake Oswego team, because we've already seen they marched down the field in a few minutes last time they had the ball.
And like we talked about, taking advantage of some opportunities, this is a big one right here to also run the clock, keep your offense out there.
And it looks like South Medford will take some more time to think about it, and we'll take a timeout as well. We'll be right back here after the break on Table Rock Sports.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Fourth down play, big throw downfield, and once again, an overthrow. So turnover on downs here for South Medford. Stops the clock at 4:28 and a change of possession. So Lane and company back on the field here for the Lakers. It's going to be some names you're going to hear a lot today.
Score updates after this play. As Jack Wayne leads the offense out of the shotgun with the touchdown scorer, Oliveira, on his left. Lane, arms at his waist, gets the snap.
Got a whistle blown. Pre-snap penalty.
Flag launched on the numbers of the 40-yard line towards the near sideline. Stall possession.
The signal is false start. That's a 5-yard penalty. And it'll be 1st and 15.
Just over the 35 of Lake Oswego. Now 33. 1st down and 15. Same formation. They have a tight end on the right, the receiver on that side as well. 2 receivers left, and Oliveira in the backfield.
Drops back, launches it downfield. And from both quarterbacks, they've seen that ball just carry a little bit too far downfield so far. Can't quite hit on that long ball.
Yeah, I mentioned that breeze earlier. I wonder if that's going to take effect on some of these passes here.
Just picking it up just a little bit. So that's 2nd and 15 now for Lane and his offense. I'd watch the draw play here for Oliveira. Little pitch as he rolls to the right, running still. Oliveira cuts inside, and he's dropped at the 49-yard line of South Medford and gains all those yards, 17 for a first down. Espinoza on the tackle for South Medford. They move the chains, first down and 10. 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. And thanks for sticking with us in the pregame as it took a while to start this game up. We are glad to be here for Friday night football action. Lane throws to the left. Still on his feet is Oliveira. Gains a good bit of yards. Second and 4 coming up. Lakers once again in South Medford territory. The first time they had a takeaway that got them down to about the 35-yard line. This time off a turnover on downs. They're driving nicely here. Rolls out to the right. Now it's right in the breadbasket as he dropped it. Pass intended for number 18, Ethan Park. So any number of things Lake Oswego could do here. They really have their pick of any play on 3rd and 4. Quarterback keeper Lane with room to run rolls to the right. He's still on his feet. Block thrown downfield. Gets past the 30-yard line to the 27 or 28 for a first down. And just by having that 3rd down and short, it really opened up all their options there on that play, able to have the keeper go for quite a few yards on that play. Fakes the handoff to the end zone. And that was just outside the stretched arms of the receiver in the corner of the end zone. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to that play later on. Looked like they had a man open. Just couldn't put it in there for him.
Hit as he threw. Nice play there by the rush of South Medford. We'll get a number. That's number 42. That's Dylan Espinoza. Tapping the helmet after that, getting pumped up. Good defensive play, brings up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, big stop right here if they can pull it off and try to get the ball back. Not give up any more points to Lake Oswego here in the first quarter. Keep them off that John L. Scott scoreboard.
Yes, sir. Lane takes the snap, looks to his left, and trying to fight for more yards. We'll see where they give him. Looks like They get to the 20-yard line. It'll be about a 4th and 1.5. 4th and 2, call it. And if there's really any doubt, they're going to go for it here.
Yep. South Medford needs a big stop right here.
Quarterback, keeper, stiff arm, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Oliveira with the touchdown, and that's his second of the day. They had a 2-back set, and they had a really great block down the field. And they'll line up for the extra point. Kick is up and good. So quick 2-possession lead here for the Lakers with 2:11 left to go, as you see on the Lake Oswego scoreboard. And the score is 14-0 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. We'll be right back after these messages. We'll see if South Medford can respond.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time.
And they're running through this one quick. South Medford gets the return. Still running to the outside. Just tripped up near about the 45-yard line.
When trailing 14-0, you'd think they need to get a score here to cut that lead in half and stay in the ball game.
Yeah, and if you're just tuning into the game, it would seem as if Lake Oswego is just dominating every aspect of this game. Now, South Medford's been able to move the ball a little bit, but after an interception, a turnover on downs near the red zone, kind of shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. That pass is high and incomplete. Pass from Deacon Edgar once again. Intended receiver.
Well, Jonathan, this day and age, you don't see a lot of teams huddling up in between plays.
Yeah, especially teams that play with a lot of pace and just running to the line. South Medford definitely playing with an older style, calling their plays. Another quarterback keeper, Lake Oswego, knows exactly where they're going, though. Stopped at the line. That'll bring up third down. After South Medford had a couple good plays to start the game, it kind of feels like Lake Oswego is starting to crack this code a little bit against the Panthers.
Curious what South Medford might dial up here. They've run an awful lot with Deacon Edgar out of the quarterback position. Perhaps this is an opportunity for another.
Couple deep balls by Edgar today, not on point. We'll see if they can get something going here on this 3rd and long. Feels the pressure. That was intended for Walker. And they called a false start against the offense, so that's pre-snap. We'll get another 3rd down coming up. And they couldn't stop the play. Looked like penalty went through. Usually it'd be a pre-snap penalty, but they're going to say that penalty is valid, and they're going to decline. So we're going to have 4th down at the 45-yard line.
That neglects that nice kick return they had there. And some decent field position to start.
Yeah, and South Medford not trying to be too greedy here. They'll just punt it away. Fake. Launch down the field. And, man, that's tough. If he keeps running, that's right in the breadbasket. That one stopped maybe a few yards short of the receiver. And another turnover on downs for South Medford. Got to give them credit. They're coming out here. They're being aggressive. It's not like they're just folding here, but, man, the plays just aren't working right now.
Yeah, there's definitely a big call there, but I think he felt that he needed to keep his offense out there on the field the way this Lake Oswego offense is rolling out there.
Yeah, maybe even just turn the tide a little bit as much as possible.
Shotgun on 1st down and 10. He motions Oliveira from the right slot to the left slot. Now 3 receivers on that side.
Trick play. Runs to the right. Still on his feet. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Lake Oswego. And with 1 play, the lead balloons to 21.
And what a play call that was. Fake the inside handoff. Pitch behind him. And he took it all the way to the end zone for 6.
Lake Oswego said you showed a little trickery, so should we.
Able to get it in the end zone, the lineup for the extra point. Sparks are flying here for the Laker offense. It's been a pleasure to see. 21-0 to start this game. On the John L. Scott scoreboard, South Medford finds themselves down by 3 possessions. We'll be right back after this.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day.
South Medford getting ready for the kick return. We're going to have some score updates here on Table Rock Sports after this play. They take the return once again, rolling to the right. Couldn't get that return much yardage, unlike the first one. And the Panthers will have regular field position coming out of the break. Over on Table Rock Sports, we got all the games going on right now. North Medford up 28-7 in the 3rd quarter against Sherwood High School. Grants Pass is on commercial break. We'll get that game score as well. Handoff to start this one. Not much going. Call it a gain of about 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Grants Pass taking on McNary. That game at the half, McNary leads that one 27-0. McNary taking Grants Pass to the park today. Edgar launches downfield. And he caught that ball. And they're going to give it to him. I don't even know how he stayed in bounds. but he held on to that ball and tiptoed, and they gave him the yards.
Well, they've tried several long passes, finally connecting on that one.
Yeah, and they get themselves all the way down to the 39-yard line of Lake Oswego. That's the first big play from Deacon today that he's been able to complete. And that's how you start it. Almost the end of the first quarter here. Rolls to his left. Pressure comes down the field. Couldn't get it to Walker. Stops the clock at .8 here in the first quarter. Most games will go final before this one. This is essentially the nightcap of today. All the other games we got going on are either at the half or in the fourth quarter, so we'll be right here with you. Thank you for tuning in here on Table Rock Sports.
If I count that pitch where they faked a dive up the middle and then got him going on a wing sweep for the last Lake Oswego score. Second down and 10 after the bomb missed out of bounds.
And if I had to, Edgar on the last play of the first quarter, rolls to the right, shy of the marker, but he'll gain a good bit of yards. Story of the first quarter, Lake Oswego offense and defense bringing it together. Oliveira scoring multiple touchdowns already. Lane getting him involved. Deacon, a costly turnover early, just had that big throw here for South Medford. We'll see if they can respond as we reach the second after this break.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
US Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for US Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
And we are back here for the second quarter on Table Rock Sports. Thank you for tuning in. Jonathan McCrary beside me, Luther Carl. South Medford, after a big play by their quarterback, they have a third and long. Edgar keeps it, and he gets a first down.
Well, South Medford's showing they can move the ball. They just have to capitalize and put some points on the board.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier, just taking advantage of those chances that they get here against this team. Unable to do it so far, but they're going to have their shots, and this is one of them. First down and 10 from about the 25-yard line. We'll see what they can do. South Medford fighting hard here. Whistle before the snap. Not the start you want if you're South Medford. They'll back them up about 5 yards. I believe either a delay of game or a false start. And it'll be a false start. Two-back set. Quarterback keeper rolls to the right, and Edgar can't get much.
Seems that South Medford's trying to use those running backs as extra blockers, lead blockers there for the quarterback.
Yeah, just putting themselves in the middle of the action, trying to get Deacon out and get as many yards as possible. But it seems like Lake Oswego is kind of picking up on what South Medford is trying to do on offense now, and it's pretty evident in how they're running their defense. Bringing pressure here, able to throw the block, coming back for it. They're going to call it incomplete. Not a strong throw there, but he came back for the ball and almost caught it. Third and 14, let's call it. South Medford on the outside looking in here in the outside the red zone. Two-back set once again. We'll see if they throw this time. Blitz. Got the screen off, but really can't get much after the catch.
Hit.
Announced the penalty. This is
They'll call a face mask against Lake Oswego.
Face mask on Lake Oswego.
And after the 1 yard gain on the screen, this is huge because South Medford will keep the ball and have a first down. So after the penalty, it should be about a first down from the 15-yard line. We'll see where they spot it, about half the yards to the goal. And they do give it at the 15-yard line, so they find themselves in the red zone off the opportune penalty. And a lucky break here for the Panthers. Rolling to the left, Edgar. Pushed out of bounds after a gain of 1 on the keeper. Second and 10. Panthers trying to get themselves back into this game.
And definitely a nice drive they put together here. Run some time off the clock. Hopefully they can put it in the end zone with some points.
Every little bit helps. Not what you want to hear. Pre-snap penalty once again. This time it's a timeout. Timeout. Panthers didn't like the look they got, so we'll take a break. We'll be right back. 9:48 left, as you can see. 21-0. We'll be right back.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader.
We'll bring you back early from the break. As South Medford taking their shot now. Edgar rolls out to the right, to the corner of the end zone. couldn't get it to go. Unable to get it. Rolls to the right, throws to the left. They're going to say it's incomplete. And they're lucky that that was a forward pass. Back when I used to play, they called those kind of plays hospital balls because you'd throw across the middle and you'd have a defender right there.
Yep.
Interesting play call from South Medford. Could have been a lot worse. But in the case of this play, they got about 10 yards on 4th down to go. Two-back set. 4th down play once again here for South Medford. Looks him off. Fires to the end zone. And that's incomplete. Turnover on downs for the Panthers. 21-0 here for Lake Oswego. Great coverage downfield for the Lakers. And South Medford is 0 of 3 on 4th down conversions today. So we're going to have Lake Oswego getting the ball back. Back on offense, this high-powered Lakers team fakes the throw, hands it off to Oliveira in the middle. And it seems like South Medford gets closer to the goal every time they get the ball, just can't get it done in the red zone. And 3 turnover on downs today.
It seems like they go away from the run. The run kind of gets them down the field there, and then they kind of 4 straight passes.
Maybe forcing it just a little bit, trying to get something through the air. The one play they did have was that big play to Walker to get him down. That was earlier. Broke the tackle. Has one man to beat. Oliveira running down the field. He has no one in front of him. 10. Touchdown, Lakers. And the hat trick for Oliveira. $27-0 Lake Oswego.
Yeah, a couple of big plays given up there.
And the most unfortunate part about that play, if you're the Panthers, they had him in the backfield. He just broke a tackle, and then he broke another one. All he had was a safety to beat and just turned on that front line speed. 4 of 4 on extra points. And a 28-0 advantage on the John L. Scott scoreboard. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and family.
Back just in time for the kickoff. The second up man gets the ball for South Medford. Nice little return here, still running down to about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, it's definitely been a positive. Their special teams, I'd have to say, a couple long returns.
And even though it really doesn't feel like it, a team like South Medford, even in a big deficit like this, you can start to see things you like from their offense, and maybe even a game that ends up in a loss can kind of get you going as you move on late in the season. Right now they find themselves down by 4 scores, not over yet, but they're going to have to start to get some things going here. 1 yard gain, make it 2nd and 9.
Oswego on top, 28-0. 8 minutes remaining in the second quarter. And I got a score update that will salivate you over on 96.1, 5A the game. North Medford had a 2-touchdown lead late in the fourth quarter. Sherwood just scored a touchdown and recovered an onside kick. It's a 1-possession ball.
Big throw downfield to the left. At the 25-yard line, that ball is dropped.
Missile down the left sideline for Andrew Walker, who caught one of those plays earlier this evening. Can't come down with this one. Just in front of the receiver. 3rd and long.
Yeah, another big 3rd down here. Like we repeated several times, trying to keep this Lake Oswego offense off the field here. We'd like to pick up a couple of first downs here.
Yeah, and Lake Oswego here with a big lead, and believe it or not, South Medford dominating time of possession in this game. But it's only because Lake Oswego is getting the ball and they're scoring in 1 or 2 plays. Big plays, the story here for the Lakers offense. South Medford gets themselves to the red zone and can't complete the drive. Pre-snap whistle.
Yeah, it looks like the officials are getting a little workout here today.
And they're going to call a false start against the Panthers. And you're right, a lot of calls here today, especially pre-snap penalties, and not used to having this many.
And you think Coach Singler would like to clean that up?
Yeah, I'm sure he will. I'm sure the Panthers are going to hear about it on the bus ride home. Maybe next practice, give them a little break since it's such a late game today.
Well, I tell you, the halftime locker room probably won't be too happy in there of a speech. But definitely some things, some positive things, some things that they need to clean up, of course.
Edgar with the cross screen. They lose big yards.
Fooled me on that one.
Got about a 4th and 16 coming up, and I don't anticipate they'll be going for this one. 17, make that 7 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Nice punt here. Lots of mileage on that one as it continues to roll down. And a huge punt. That's about as good a special teams play as you could possibly hope for on that punt. Got to give kickers their love, too, for the brand, punters and kickers. Big part of the game.
It's a big thing here. 1 or 2 plays, and Lake Oswego's getting it no matter how far they have to go.
Yeah, and they're doing it on the ground for the most part. They're just chewing up yards in the run game today. Hands it off to the right on jet action. Sweet play, gets good yardage. And a timeout on the field. Wind picks up. It'll be 2nd down after the break.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do.
Gonna have 2nd and 2 coming up now. Lane throws to his right, block thrown. Almost breaks that tackle, crosses the 35.
That was definitely a touchdown saving tackle there. Good wrap up in the open field.
What a catch there by Oliveira. And Oliveira, we mentioned earlier, has the hat trick today, 3 touchdowns on the day. And something tells me he's not done in their offense yet. 1st down and 10, Lakers. In the backfield by himself, Lane fires that one. Gains about 5. And I couldn't see what happened. I thought maybe a late hit against South Medford. But they're going to call a hold against Lake Oswego. Nice break here for the Panthers. That negates that play. We'll take it back. Call that a 1st and 20. .548 and counting left to go here in this first half. Been the toughest field position that Lake O has had to deal with today so far. Lane throwing it downfield. South Medford sideline, of course, signaling incomplete, and it is.
Well, Lake Oswego not taking the foot off the gas.
No, they are not. Still trying to pick up yards here in the 2nd quarter, up 28-0 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. That pass was intended for Justice Lowe. And a couple on that one. 3rd down and make it 14.
You'd like to see on South Medford get off the field here. Maybe get a little momentum. Maybe a score going into halftime.
All starts with getting a stop on this play. Penalty on the far side of the field. Flag thrown immediately as the ball was snapped. We'll see what they call. Back him up. False start.
Oh, they declined it.
And the penalty is declined, like you said. Rule that I got to get used to is the pre-snap penalties can be declined here in high school.
They are going for it on 4th down here. It's going to be a big stop for South Medford here.
See if they go through with the whole play. Yeah, we're going to have a quarterback punt. Little one here. Nice roll for Lake Oswego as that special teams play works out all the way to the 25. Talk about a friendly Laker bounce. South Medford will have the ball at the 25 after this short break here on Table Rock Sports. We'll be right back.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family.
We are back. Defense stands tall here for the Lakers as they close in quick. Big loss of about 6 yards. Make that 2nd and 16. And during the break, we got a score update from North Medford High School. North Medford was up by a score of 28-7. Sherwood came storming back, and Sherwood's trying to tie up the game as we speak. That game happening over at Spiegelberg Stadium. Nearly sacked, got the play off. And he's still running, one man to beat. 10, touchdown. Walker scoring.
Well, I tell you, Jonathan, all started with that big defensive stop. That's the first stop that they've got. It translates to a touchdown here on the offensive side.
That's all they had to do to break the seal was stop that Lake-O offense. And, man, talk about a prayer falling backwards. Looked like a sack. Gets that touchdown pass to Walker. Nearly 70 yards on that one.
Let's see if that gives them a little momentum here going into the half.
Extra point is up. Is just good. Man, oh man, South Medford back in it. They're down 28-7. And as we just saw, we just heard the score update from North Medford. Can't count out a team no matter how many points they're down by. Sherwood back in that game after they were down 28-0 or 28-7. We'll see what South Medford has after the break.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again.
Welcome back, folks. Here on Table Rock Sports, we just saw a prayer by South Medford answered as they scored a huge touchdown on that last drive. Brings them back a little bit closer. Find themselves down 28-7 here on the John L. Scott scoreboard. 3:33 left to go here in the half.
Let's see if the South Medford defense can put together another 3 and out here.
Yeah, they got that first stop on the last drive and came up huge as we put things in retrospect. They scored that last touchdown. Jumps the snap, almost gets to the quarterback. Had to hurry up and throw it. Below the intended receiver.
Well, that'll give you something to feel good about yourself for. Playing one of the top teams in the state here. You pull off a big pass and run like that.
For sure, and something to build off of here if you're South Medford. And I say it's not over until it's over.
Still a lot of time left in this football game. And the South Medford team, as we know, has been down before and come back, as they did last year against North Medford.
Yeah, and I still remember watching that game. North Medford alum as I am. But, man, what a game that was. And Edgar came up huge, Deacon Edgar, who was a sophomore last year, junior quarterback. And Matt up here in the booth was talking before the game just about the turnover for South Medford, especially on the line. We have a big play opportunity. Incomplete pass. A lot of offensive and defensive linemen moving on, graduating. 4th down here for Lake Oswego. And that very well could have been close to a touchdown had he made that catch. We'll see what they do on this play. Likely going to be a punt. Another whistle. Backing up once again for the quarterback punt. High one there. And he muffed it.
Like it might be a halo infraction. They were called for the fair catch. I don't think they gave him enough room.
Yeah, and I do believe you're right. Man, what a break here for South Medford if that's the case, because
big break.
Called for that fair catch and just dropped right through his arms. And the fans don't like it, but South Medford going to get a lucky break here, looks like. Just not giving him the breathing room.
The penalty will return the football to South Medford and gift the Panthers some glorious field position.
Yeah, good field position for South Medford. See if they can put some more points on the board.
Catching interference, the call. Of course, the runners have a halo. You can't have that halo under any circumstances. They did.
That'll move him up a good bit. And just the news you're looking for if you're the Panthers here. They're going to start from the 35 of Lake Oswego. Man, it really only takes one play at a time to get yourself back into a game. Edgar throwing it downfield. Jump ball. And he dropped it.
He was looking for his second one there.
Man, oh man. 50-50 ball near the 10-yard line. Just couldn't get it to go. 2nd and 10.
Still plenty of time here. 2.5 minutes. Put together a drive. Try to put some points on the board for the half.
Yeah, and you also got to be careful because we've seen how quick Lake O can score.
Yeah, you don't want to leave them any time left.
Yeah, if you're going to chew up clock, you might want to score yourself and head into the half. Trying to keep it. They try the wildcat with the receiver once again. Designed run, couldn't get much. That play hasn't worked a couple times we've seen it tonight.
Yeah, it seems like Lake Oswego's tightened up their interior defense now. See if South Medford tries to go for that long pass again.
Yeah, and Deacon wasn't in for a few seconds. They had the wideout still in at quarterback, but he came running onto the field just a few moments ago. So South Medford with a 2-back set on 3rd down. And he'll throw it down the field, nearly intercepted. There's a flag in the secondary. And that is almost certainly going to be against the Lakers. And I'm not sure if I agree. I couldn't see it well, but it looked like the defensive back was in position for what would have been an interception. But if this is indeed the case for South Medford, that's 2 big penalties on one drive to keep them going. And it is indeed a pass interference.
As they walk off the yards here.
Panthers with 1 touchdown, 2 red zone tries, no red zone points. Not sure that'll happen very often for Bill Siegler's blue and black. It has been the case tonight.
First down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Edgar looks to his left, and he is crunched near the line of scrimmage. Started that drop back so many yards backward of the line of scrimmage. It took all that to almost get back to the line, still lost yards. Big defensive play by the Lakers, call that a sack. Low pass by Edgar. That was pick 6 territory if he's not careful, man. That defender dropped the ball, so it'll remain 3rd down here. That was a close one, my friend.
Yeah, he's already got the 1 interception tonight. You'd hate to see him give up another one this far down in Lake Oswego territory.
Yeah, especially in this position where you might have a chance to cut it to a two-score lead here before halftime. And the Lakers playing maybe a little hesitant on offense, at least, as he throws another interception. Man, and that one, a little unexplainable, just kind of floated it out there towards the linebacker, and the linebacker got it. Good play here from the Lakers for the interception. That stops the clock with 43 seconds left to go. We heard from our friend Matt up here. North Medford just took the game against Sherwood. So that game final at Spiegelberg Stadium. This one still has a lot of time to go. Off a late start. Blitz from South Medford picked up nicely. Receivers open, has the speed, still going down the sideline. Touchdown. Wow. One play is all it took.
Yeah, you hate to see him give up that touchdown. Lake Oswego starts with the ball in the 3rd quarter as well. So they get in here at halftime and talk it out and figure out a new game plan.
And Oliveira going to be front page on that paper tomorrow morning for the sports section with this performance.
Yeah, you'd think he'd get a few stars on his helmet. They still do that? Stars on the old helmet?
Do something, whether it's a Buckeye or all depends on the school. Got to give him something after this one, though.
Oh, yes. He'll definitely get the game ball.
So 35-7, call it. 34-7, PAT coming up. 4-4 so far. Kick is up, and no good, just low. See, this is why I don't speak too soon. I said 35-0, and he missed the PAT. 34-7 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. And after that one-play touchdown drive, South Medford will get it back after the break.
In RBTD all my life. When we moved to Talent, that's when we purchased our house.
All those memories were in that little spot for 17 years.
Everything in that house, all our firsts, everything gone.
Now more than ever, with so many families being displaced, their kids will still be able to come to school to Phoenix and Talent because they'll be able to use RBTD.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do?
Kickoff brought in by a Panther returner. Crosses the 35-yard line down to the 39. Just another opportunity in the red zone for South Medford. Ends in a way they would not prefer it to end, with a pick. That stops clock at 26.2 seconds left to go in the half.
Yeah, like we talked, Jonathan, they're moving the ball quite well. They've picked up plenty of yards, time of possession. They're just having trouble punching it in, putting points on the board.
Yeah, and this is a big coachable moment as they have a nice run here. You put in the work to be able to move the ball down the field, get yourself in the red zone, but being able to finish, that just takes an extra level of preparation. That's something the coaches are definitely going to drill into these guys. Good learning experience here. They're going to let the clock run out. 5 seconds left to go in the half, unless they take one more shot. And that will close it out. 34-7, your halftime score. The time is 9:27. We've got one more half of football left to go here on Table Rock Sports. We'll be back after the break from Jonathan McCrary and Luther Carl on Table Rock Sports.
Family gather and memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill. gather and memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
In RBTD all my life. When we moved to Talent, that's when we purchased our house.
All those memories were in that little spot for 17 years.
Everything in that house, all our firsts, everything gone.
Now more than ever, with so many families being displaced, their kids will still be able to come to school to Phoenix and Talent because they'll be able to use RBTD.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
So your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Gather and memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
Hey, we are back for halftime entertainment action. We got Team Red versus Team Blue playing in the Sumo Wrestling Challenge, it looks like. Looks like Team Red has the advantage, but they fall down. Still going. Team Blue with the spin move, still trying to get the advantage here. And I think Blue is more technically sound, you could say, with these spins. trying to use Red's momentum against them. Good show of sportsmanship here between these two competitors. Unclear on the victor, I believe. Blue took it. And we got round 2.
Well, I'm a big believer in delivering good news with bad news. The good news for South Medford.
Blue trying to run out of the fray. Red has him on the ropes. Turning the tide is Blue, and Red is once again out of play. And that's the look of a victor. Blue takes it.
Now, Jonathan, what kind of training does this take, would you say?
I have done this challenge before at Linfield football camp when they did these kinds of events, and I'll tell you what, us linemen were much better at this kind of thing than the skills guys were. Skills guys jumped out there. They were all ready to go and couldn't quite do it like the guys in the trenches. So great stuff here from the halftime show here on Table Rock Sports. Got about 4.5 minutes left to go before we get back to game action. Lake Oswego holding a 34-7 lead. You see the South Medford visiting section making the trip. And we didn't get a big chance to explain it in the pregame, but ODOT working on a huge traffic jam on I-5. Someone on the bridge. They were able to get the man down safely, and traffic continued to roll, but it did backlog our game by about an hour to 2 hours. But the positive thing is we were able to get it going. And, man, South Medford has had their chances today. They're playing a really talented Lake Oswego team, a top 10 team in their own right. But if you're South Medford, other than the mistakes, you got to like the kind of ball movement you had, the things you're able to do.
Yeah, Jonathan, I thought they did a good job moving the football. They was running the football well. Just couldn't convert there on a few 3rd and 4th downs there and had to turn the ball over. And, of course, the 2 big interceptions really played a big part in this score as well.
And we'll see what South Medford can do coming out of the half as they find themselves down by about 4 scores. We'll be right back after these messages on Table Rock Sports.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
US Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for US Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
And we are back, folks. Coming out of the halftime break, Lake Oswego leads this one 34-7. It's nice to be back doing football games. 2 minutes left to go here before kickoff. And I was impressed by what South Medford was able to do on defense for at least a couple possessions before Lake Oswego woke up once again and had that huge play for a touchdown. And, man, Lake Oswego's offense has been firing on all cylinders today. Player of the game so far for them, Gabe Oliveira. 4 touchdowns on the day for him. That would pace most offenses all by himself.
He's definitely been the difference maker tonight, Jonathan. Also, that defense, you have to say, for Lake Oswego, they've actually played pretty good, even though they've given up a lot of yards. They've had the bend but don't break kind of mentality defense tonight. Of course, those 2 big interceptions.
Yeah, and like you're saying, just the ability to give up yards, let South Medford get down to the red zone, but still come up with those huge turnovers is the difference of today. Maybe the difference between this being a 34-21 or 28 game versus a 34-7 like it is right now.
From the South Medford side, offensively, I thought they was running the ball pretty good. They had some drives rolling. It just seems like they kind of just sputtered out as they get closer towards the red zone there.
Yeah, and they do say that things starting to tighten up down there, less space to operate, and it's tougher to get those big plays going when the defense has all the room they can muster to operate. Can't spread them out as much when you only got 20 yards to go.
This is true.
Much to the chagrin of South Medford, they will have to kick off because they took the opening kick. This could be onside kick territory. Opts to launch it deep instead. Taken in by Lake Oswego. Makes a couple guys miss. And down at the 25-yard line will start us here in the second half.
The second half begins with Lake Oswego in possession of the football. Reminder, it's a 35-point mercy rule down in Oregon. Used to be 42-point mercy rule. And that was changed in the beginning of that pandemic-shortened spring season. They've kept it in place. And I know that for a fact because Wes Lynn utilized that running clock mercy rule last Friday night in their dominant performance over North Medford. Jack Lane in the shotgun for Lake Oswego on first down and 10. Gets a snap, fires down the left sideline, caught by Justice Lowe, spins off one tackler, stiff arm.
Caught by Lowe on the first pass of the second half for about 6 yards. Justice Lowe with the catch. Got that one from Jack Lane, who had himself a great first half as well. Just did what he needed to do, got his running back, Oliveira, involved. If you can play a game without having to sling it downfield and still find yourself up by this many points, it's a pretty good day for a quarterback. Outside. Makes that reception. Reception for Cade Waller, number 14, for Lake Oswego for the first down.
Well, yeah, as you complimented the quarterback, that's one of the things. Just get the ball in your playmakers' hands and let them do the rest.
It's really all there is to it, and not doing too much like maybe the South Medford quarterback has had to do today.
We'll have to see what kind of adjustments they made at halftime. I'm sure Coach Singler had a few things to say to them.
And if you can have a playmaker at running back like Lake Oswego does, it just takes the pressure off not just the quarterback, but the entire offense. The receivers not put in positions today to have to do too much, and the quarterback. Lane's still running. He looks like he'll have a first down here on the near side. Just enough.
Let's see if South Medford can stop those big plays. That's pretty much what turned it around there in the first half of Lake Oswego, some of those big, long yardage plays.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're doing much, but they're still chewing up yards here. They're just doing it at a slower pace than they have been for most of today. They'll have a first down from their own 48-yard line. Lane hands it off up the middle. Oliveira. And they stop him for minimal gain. Gains about 1 yard. That defense came to play on that one.
That's impressive considering what Oliveira has done. Their damage tally tonight, almost too much to count. Lake Oswego with 5 touchdowns. He's been involved on 4. 1 is a receiver, 3 is a back. In the first 3 of the night, I should add. Lake Oswego intercepting Deacon Edgar on the opening drive. Then a run by Oliveira for a touchdown. Then back-to-back turnovers on downs were capitalized by another
quick count.
Touchdown run and another Oliveira touchdown run.
South Medford coming up from behind the quarterback. Put some pressure on him.
Lobs a prayer, and oh my goodness, South Medford almost intercepted that one.
And they sat in that zone nicely and read that play pretty well. And even more than that, that was one of the few times tonight South Medford was able to get pressure off the outside by one of their defensive ends.
Let's see if they can get off the field right here on this third down and try to get that offense out there moving the ball.
Yeah, huge play here. If they can get a stop here near the 50-yard line, it's going to go well for their chances here in the rest of this second half. Lane takes the snap. That little shovel pass goes for about 4 yards. That'll bring up 4th as they cross the threshold.
Back in the backfield, though, they've shown this all night, and Lane is backed up and punted every time. Lane scans the defense.
We'll probably see a punt here from Lane. That little quarterback punt has worked well as they've gotten some friendly bounces. We'll see if he goes for it. He will. Drops back. Receiver open in the middle of the field. Got it to go. And he threw that one to Dylan Lane for the first down at nearly the 40-yard line of Lake Oswego.
And a rough night just got a little rougher for South Medford. They fought hard. They have not quit at all in this game. They have a touchdown. They have multiple defensive stops. That has to sting, though. Your defense forces a 3 and out. Lake Oswego goes for it anyway.
And I'm shocked by that call because Lane has backed up to punt several times today. They go for it on that 4th down. They're able to get it. Lane with a defender around his waist. Wide open for a touchdown. And there was no one in the area. The safety dropped down. Oh, boy. 40-7 on the John L. Scott scoreboard.
7:38 to go, and the Lakers are going to kick the extra point try. So as it stands right now, we have a 33-point margin. The kick might make it 34. Snap on time, low, but down the middle.
That one's good.
And good. 34-7 turns 51-7.
Lake Oswego leads by 34 points, 35 now in the state of Oregon enacts the mercy rule. South Medford will look to avoid that and get themselves back into this one with 7:38 left. We'll be right back.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new...
Like Oswego kicks it off, South Medford has had some decent returns today. Still on his feet, down to about the 40-yard line of South Medford. Make that the 38. And they'll have a first down and 10 from that spot with 7:28 left to go. Two-back set. We will see what their offense can do here. They find themselves down by 34. Hands off to the second back. Not much going. Trying to separate the pile there. 2nd and 10. This is a point where it starts to get tough in the way of a comeback, and got to make moves in a hurry if you're South Medford.
Yeah, you definitely want to get a score here. Try to cut into this lead, get a little something going for your offense there. Like I said, they've been moving the ball pretty good tonight. They just haven't capitalized to put points on the board.
And man, what a different game this could have been. 2 red zone trips for South Medford. It could have been 21-28. But now, since then, 2 touchdowns for Lake Oswego and nothing going for South. We said it in the pregame, just taking advantage of those opportunities you're given, because this Lake Oswego team's not going to give you very many.
They sure haven't tonight.
Man, they were backed up. On that play, they wave it off, and they are quite a ways from the line of scrimmage. Throwing the flat, almost back to the original line of scrimmage as they are tackled.
That was a nice little timing route there. If they can put a few more of those together, loosen up the defense a little bit maybe.
Yeah, and Jack Knapp and Will Hunt combining for that play for Lake Oswego. Got to give the defensive guys some love. I wasn't able to see who got some of those interceptions, but they've really played well as a unit today. Linebacking core especially. Henry Smith has been all over the field for Lake-O. Caught near the 45-yard line, can't quite get the first down, and they're going to have a short yardage situation. Third and short coming up for South Medford here. 5:46 left to go here in the half, in the quarter, I should say. Blitz, and falls down, the receiver out of bounds. No flag thrown on the play. Edgar goes to the sideline to get the play from coach.
2 yards to the marker, 41-7 margin right now. You're playing for pride at this point.
Clock is stopped at 5:27. We'll see what they can cook up here near midfield on 4th down.
So why not go for it? Fuel up some momentum for your team and try to get them another touchdown tonight. Shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield. One
Draw, and he stopped at the line.
tries to get a block from a pulling guard. And
Razor thin margin, but it looks like the Lake Oswego defense comes up big.
Yeah, that's the second time they tried to go for it on 4th down. Once on the fake punt there, and then that one there. So nothing given.
It's been one turnover on downs after another for South Medford today. And I love the aggressiveness. I can't fault those calls. It's just can't get it to go each time.
back to Medford. These boys probably won't get back to their homes till 2 or 3 in the morning at the earliest. And
So, Lakers with the ball once again. 1st down and 10 in South Medford territory. They're going to start off with great field position here in this drive.
It's like we see the backup quarterback coming in here, number 12. They're trying to get a few of the reserves some playing time tonight.
Yeah, and Max Bronner, the sophomore quarterback.
Well, that's the way you build your program. Get those younger guys some experience in these type of games, so when they become starters and they'll have a little experience, something to lean on.
And then in 2 years are in the same position, hopefully.
Yeah, that's where you see these programs like this Lake Oswego year in, year out. They keep competing for state titles, conference championships. They just rebuild, reload, and keep the program going.
Quick timeout, so we're going to stay right here, and they'll right back onto the field. Backup quarterback in. Draw play. Speed to the outside. Gain of almost 6 yards. Call it 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Notably, Oswego going to a second-team offense here, calling off the dogs. I think an advantage to this is you get some good reps for some young players, like the sophomore 5'11" gunslinger, Max Brown.
2nd and 5.
He leads the shotgun from a quarterback position on 2nd and 4.
Takes a snap, another draw play, and a big one as they have themselves a 1st down.
Beyond the line of scrimmage and out to the 35, back in the linebacking core. It's coming up for a 1st down and 10. Lake Oswego football in South Medford territory on the Panther 35.
Speedy backup running back Matthew Altman, the sophomore as well. And that's the best kind of talent, is sophomore talent, because that just means these young kids, like you said just a few moments ago, getting experience.
Well, too, you like to see these guys get some playing time. Everybody goes to practice and puts in a lot of hard work, so like to see it pay off on Friday nights.
Altman rolls to his left off the handoff, gained a couple of yards.
Comes upfield on the hash marks towards the 30-yard line on the numbers. And gets given 3 harder yards, 7 and 7. So 2nd down and 7 for Lake Oswego.
Yeah, definitely have to compliment these young men from South Medford for that long bus ride. I'm sure that wasn't too comfortable.
Yeah, coming out here, extra long drive because of the traffic, as we explained earlier. Just not a lot of warm-up time. These kids putting in a big effort here today, regardless, making no excuses for themselves.
South Medford are ready for it this time.
big stop here for the Panther defense. It's going to be a 3rd and long coming up.
Still in South Medford's half of the field, but probably outside kicking range. The 2:15 in the 3rd, a 41-7 Lake Oswego edge. Browner in the shotgun on 3rd and long. H-back on the right, a receiver on the right, back slow. 2 other wideouts.
Hands the ball off, content just running some of this clock. Could be out of high school field goal range, so might either see a punt or a conversion attempt here.
They've got a situation to unravel here. Not quite far enough to punt it. Not quite short enough to kick field goal.
Virtual no man's land here with the 1:34 left. Browner not taking too many chances here so far as he's had his time. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his right. Browner, incomplete. And a turnover on downs awarded to South Medford. Panthers get it back. And with just over a minute left, we'll be right back for the rest of this 3rd quarter after the break.
And they will snap it from their own 31.
We'll actually stay right here as they're going to be running through this one pretty quick as it's already 10 o'clock. It's going to be a long trip home here for South Medford. This game might not go final until after 11.
Yeah, Jonathan, the way this last year and a half's been, nothing kind of strikes you as out of this, out of the realm of happening.
Fakes the handoff. Launches that one downfield, almost intercepted, and it's caught. Caught down to the 43-yard line.
A lot of coaching moments right here going into it. Coaching maybe for the next game as well.
Just good plays to carry you into the next one, like you're saying. And, man, what a play that was from Edgar. Almost got intercepted, but the receiver just there at the right time.
Yeah, some good concentration.
Big run here for South Medford. About 8 yards on the play. Second down and 3. Make that 2. Edgar hands it off. Should be a first down. If not, it's going to be really close. 3rd and inches, they're going to call it.
3rd and inches. Ball in the red zone for the Panthers. And the quarter winding down to zeros.
That's going to end the 3rd. South Medford's going to have a red zone chance coming back from the break. As we head to the 4th, can South Medford exercise their red zone demons here as we begin the 4th quarter? We shall see. We'll be right back after the break.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Red zone play here for South Medford. They opt for the fullback handoff to number 35. First down for Carson Joe on the short handoff. They only needed a few inches for a first down. They'll have a first down here in the red zone, just inside the 20. Two backs set once again. Scheid can't get a lot of yards on that play. Defense stands up here for the Lakers. Big props to my partner Luther over here, doing some excellent camera work today. Always have some tricky views and setups that we have to deal with in different venues, but making the best of it. Next week I'll be on the call with Mr. Brian Gregg doing the Grant football game. Still running through tacklers and down inside the 5. South Medford on the doorstep of another touchdown as that clock is running. As the huddle breaks, and two backs flank Deacon-Edgar. Carson Joe on the left, Ryder Scheid on the right. This is the nightcap of our football coverage. Runs up the middle and runs into the end zone. Gisson for a touchdown, South Medford. Ryder Scheid. Number 22, Ryder Scheid on the carry.
We got to like the character of these kids, still out here playing hard. Still got things to play for.
100%, and if not for pride, for just momentum going into the next game. South Medford not putting down the gauntlet just yet. Kick is up and good. Stops the clock at 10:20 here in the fourth quarter. Lakeo's going to have the ball back after this short break.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
US Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All US Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for US Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch,
Kickoff here for South Medford as we come back from the break. Still has a little bit of room to run. They close them off at the 30-yard line. Nice little return here for Lake Oswego, and they'll have the ball.
Solid tackling on the last defensive South Medford series by Gabe Oliveira and others contributed to a Lake Oswego turnover on downs, and South Medford converted that starting field position into a Panther touchdown. It's Lake Oswego 41, South Medford 14, 10-14 to go in the ball game. Lakers possession, they
hands it off. Still chewing up that clock. Able to make one man miss, gets about 7 yards, almost to the 40-yard line. Second and short yardage situation coming up.
My father always said this best about the great Priest Holmes in Kansas City all those years in the early aughts. He was so small that sometimes he could just try to hide behind the offensive lineman, and the defense couldn't find him. Second and short for Lake Oswego. Under 10 minutes here left in this game. Altman again, the carry, sweeping left to right, gets to the numbers.
Really fought for that one, able to get the first down. It's always those runs that gain like 4 yards. You have to run 15 yards just to get those 4.
Sideline to sideline, and as you know, that really tires out those interior linemen there.
Yeah, you feel that for a couple plays after the fact if you're in the trenches there. Running back able to get that first down. This is kind of the pace we're going to expect from Lake Oswego here for the rest of this game. Get these young guys some run out some clock, and get out of here. Not much of a drive home for these kids, though. South Medford, on the other hand, about 5 hours back home to Medford. I was born and raised in Medford, went to North. Just moved up to Portland not that long ago. Happy to do some coverage up here with you guys.
And we enjoy having you up here, Jonathan. Welcome to Portland. I know we did a soccer game a couple years back that you traveled up, and after that one you had to make the long ride home, so a little shorter ride for you tonight.
Yeah, just going back downtown for me today. Crossing my fingers for some parking. Second and 7, taking a look over the defense, taking his time as this clock runs down. Draw play, rolls out to his left after one move. Not much of a gain, about 2. That'll reduce the yardage to about 3rd and 4 coming up. 7:35 left to go here in this game as we hit the 10:16 hour.
Well, I know one good thing about tonight is I haven't seen any injuries, so that's always a plus when you can get out with all your troops all in one piece.
That's really what it's about. I hate seeing injuries, especially at the high school level. These kids work so hard, and I love to see a nice, clean game. Although a lot of laundry today on the field, a lot of penalties, especially pre-snap, just sloppy football. As we eclipse 7 minutes. First down here for Lake Oswego off the run. And once again, we thank you for tuning in here to this game and joining us for live coverage of Table Rock Sports. I'd like to thank My Circle K for helping sponsor this game, John L. Scott, Siskiyou Cellular, and all of our wonderful sponsors. Late handoff, and they swing them down on the O of Lake Oswego. I'm going home tonight, and I'm going to be over at the Ducks game tomorrow as they take on Stony Brook. That's going to be a fun one. Making the quick drive to Eugene.
Yeah, you think the scoreboard will get a little workout tomorrow. Speaking of scoreboard, Lakers' 3rd game this year. In all 3 games, they put up 40-plus points. So speaks as a testament to that offensive firepower they have over there.
Most definitely. You have to like what you've seen so far from this Lakers team. If you're the head coach this season, drop back pretty far to hand the ball off. Not much yardage on the play. Third down and 12. Make it 4:55 on the clock. Draw play, gets back to the original line of scrimmage and no more. Make it the 45-yard line of South Medford.
Yeah, the Panthers got a lot of things to talk about. Of course, some good, some bad. Thought their special teams played a really good game tonight. The punting, the kick returns, definitely a positive out of their program.
Looks like Lake Oswego might go for it. Could expect the punt from the quarterback, and that's what we'll see here. And he just crushed that one, but it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Got a nice piece of that ball. And you can see on that scoreboard, 3:54 left to go. South Medford find themselves down 41-14. They'll take the ball at the 20-yard line. Hands the ball off, not much going. Waiting for the yardage marker. Should be about a yard gain, maybe two.
Jonathan, a lot of fun tonight. Appreciate y'all having me out here. Thanks to Joe Brett back there at Table Rock Sports.
Yeah, and it's nice to be back here doing football games. Season 3 weeks in, this is my first one of the season. And I like what we got going up here with the Portland Crews. It's nice to be a part of this for as long as I'm up here. Maybe I'll go back to Medford someday, but I'm enjoying this. Hopefully a long, fruitful season here for high school football. Got to give big credit to the Lake Oswego defense today as well, as they've stood up. You said the word earlier, it's one of my favorite terms in football, bend, don't break. That's the kind of defense you just got to operate with, even if the opponent gets in the red zone like South Medford has on multiple occasions. Being able to stand up and not allow those scores is important. More laundry on the field, and it looked like it was at the end of the play. We'll see what they call. If I had to guess, there may have been a face mask or a late hit. And they do indeed call a face mask against Lake Oswego. Tack on 15 yards.
I'm sure that's one thing Lake Oswego will want to clean up. They've had several penalties tonight. Although it didn't hurt them on the scoreboard, but when they play down the line, it might. So that's something they definitely want to clean up, being a top 10 team.
Yeah, just clean up those edges a little bit when you get to in-conference games, especially up here in Portland metro area. Those penalties start to come back to haunt you a little bit, especially if they start piling up. Approaching 2 minutes left to go here in the game. Quick second half. And it's starting to look like we're going to reach the end of this one pretty soon. 1:45 left to go. South Medford trying to make one last push. Big run up the middle for a first down and a flag once again. So we're going to see another 15-yard penalty most likely tacking on to the end of this one.
Looks like things are starting to get a little chippy here as the conclusion is well in hand.
The indication is face mask once again. And even the winning team is going to have a lot of bulletin board material at the end of this game. Stuff to improve. Talking points for coach. These penalties, as we were just talking about, big thing to focus on. It's 2 personal foul penalties on back-to-back plays. Not what you want to see. Nice cut. Scheid nearly gets to a first down marker, gains about 9 yards. Clock continues to run. We are approaching 1 minute left to go here in the game. South Medford has a tough schedule ahead of them. But from what I've seen today, it definitely seems like at least they're going to be able to compete with some of these Southwest Conference teams.
Yeah, I got to see North Medford last week play West Lynn. Had a good showing. Came up well short. But, yeah, look forward to the North and South game this year.
Always, and I might just have to make my way down the corridor to watch that one. Haven't been able to see a black and blue bowl game for a while. Timeout on the field. Stops the clock at 44.9 seconds. And as they get closer to the goal, South Medford taking this a little more seriously. Putting some pride points on the board would be nice to carry into their next game.
Yeah, as a coach, you're always looking for things that you can take with you, positives, coaching, points.
Hands off the ball, nice. Broke a tackle. Run up the middle for Espinoza. Under 40 seconds, I should say. Start the clock. 25 seconds left. We'll see if they get the snap off. Hands the ball off once again to Schneid. And Scheid is down. South Medford might let this one just run out, and that's what they do. Final score, 41-14. South Medford still winless on the year, but they can take away the fact that they kept going in this game, didn't give up, like Oswego still has yet to lose a game. So from Jonathan McCrary and Luther Carl, thank you for watching this presentation of Table Rock Sports. Long drive home here for the Panthers. We wish them safety and a great week to all of you. We'll see you next week for more football action on Table Rock Sports and our network. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.